Aurobindo and the cyclone. Is it really the best that always happens? It is clear that all that has happened had to happen. It could not be otherwise. By the universal determinism, it had to happen. But we can say so only after it has happened, not before. For the problem of the very best that can happen is an individual problem. Whether the individual be a nation or a single human being, and all depends upon the personal attitude. If, in the presence of circumstances that are about to take place, you can take the highest attitude possible, that is, if you put your consciousness in contact with the highest consciousness within reach, you can be absolutely sure that in that case it is the best that can happen to you. But as soon as you fall from this consciousness into a lower state, then it is evidently not the best that can happen, for the simple reason that you are not in your very best consciousness. I even go so far as to affirm that in the zone of immediate influence of each one, the right attitude not only has the power to turn every circumstance to advantage, but can change the very circumstance itself. For instance, when a man comes to kill you, if you remain in the ordinary consciousness and get frightened out of your wits, he will most probably succeed in doing what he came for. If you rise a little higher, and though full of fear, call for the divine help, he may just miss you, doing you a slight injury. If, however, you have the right attitude and the full consciousness of the divine presence everywhere around you, he will not be able to lift even a finger against you. If each of you did your utmost, then there would be the right collaboration, and the result would be so much the quicker. I have had innumerable examples of the power of right attitude. I have seen crowds saved from catastrophes by one single person keeping the right attitude. But it must be an attitude that does not remain somewhere very high and leaves the body to its usual reactions. If you remain high up like that, saying, "Let God's will be done," you may get killed all the same. For your body may be quite undivine, shivering with fear. The thing is to hold the true consciousness in the body itself and not have the least fear and be full of the divine peace. Then indeed there is no danger. Not only can attacks of men be warded off, but beasts also, and even the elements can be affected. I can give you a little example. You remember the night of the great cyclone, when there was a tremendous noise and splash of rain all about the place? I thought I would go to Aurobindo's room and help him shut the windows. I just opened his door and found him sitting quietly at his desk, writing. There was such a solid peace in the room that nobody would have dreamed that a cyclone was raging outside. All the windows were wide open. Not a drop of rain was coming inside.